Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Spark the Flame. It's been a long time. I don't know how long, maybe like a year or something like that. So I hope everyone's been well. Um, Definitely my thoughts, my prayers go out to the whole world. Today is March 29th, 2020, Sunday. Um, and actually, we have a very good quote for today in the Zen calendar because we are in the midst of the coronavirus COVID-19 world crisis. Some countries have been doing it all right, and other countries have been struggling. And I can only guess that this is the beginning. Anyway, before we go on, just coincidentally, let's mention the quote here today. So, this is the quote for today's Zen calendar. I hope this is legible, but if not, solitude gives birth to the original in us, to beauty unfamiliar and perilous, by Thomas Mann. That's Mann with two N's, as in Nancy at the end. Why is this so pertainable? Well, you probably know that a lot of the planet is in solitude because we're protecting ourselves from this virus. So I'm not gonna talk too much about it. I just want everyone to know that uh, prayers and good vibes are powerful things, and they can affect people near and far, and even to the most skeptic, skeptic, even to the biggest skeptic, sending good vibes can't hurt, right? So if you have loved ones and people you care about, you can sit down and kind of give a moment to wish them the best. At the very minimum, that should kind of help you. But here at Spark the Flame, we believe that that does affect other people as well. So I really hope that you can send out that positivity as best as you can. When I remember, I really do. Like if I remember to do it, which I did yesterday and today, and I really got a strong sense to do it. At some point, I was just sitting here, either like right. I think both times right before I was started doing my schoolwork, and um, I just kind of brought the laptop screen down, because I remembered that I really wanted my family, my grandma, and other vulnerable people in my family to be well, especially with this going on. And so, because I wanted that, I sat down, and I mean, I already was sitting down, but I took the moment, I took the time, and I devoted a few minutes to sit in some meditative calmness, positivity, and direct focus on like just feeling positive, feeling hopeful, and compassionate. Hopeful, because that tells us that um, the best is possible. So it's possible. Feeling that hope and then spreading that out, giving that out from here, from my seat, from my room, from my studio. Setting that out, across the universe to the whole world, and in particular to my loved ones. Thinking about them being healthy, just setting that good energy. And while we're on the topic, I think that it's easier if you're clean inside, if you're feeling like you've been doing pretty good in general as a person, you've been treating others well, you've been treating yourself well, you've been basically avoiding your own pitfalls. You've been building up good karma. When you've built up good karma and you know it, it's it can be sort of like ammunition for this positivity that you want to spread out because you've been doing good. So that kind of stores, it's like your karma bank. You've been doing these good things, so the the returns, the rewards are stored, and when you need them, you can call on them. So if you have that in your karma bank, um, think about it and be like, yo, I've been a pretty freaking good person these days. I've been doing a lot of good, whether for my home, whether at home, at work, or with my family and friends, or on the street with random people, with my pets, saving, pigeons and squirrels, or whatever it is that you've been doing that you feel good about, that you've been like contributing, sort of giving positive energy. It's kind of weird, right? Because the good that you've done to build that karma, you've done positivity, you've put energy, you've pushed out positive stuff in your actions and thoughts and words, and that effort creates the karma bank. It creates the positivity rewards that come back to you because you've been pushing it out. So the karma bank now has these positive rewards for you, and you can use that to push more things out, that you really want, to sort of fuel your your ability to embrace everyone else's well-being. While we're on this topic, one last thing. If you haven't been doing very well as far as your karma bank or treating yourself well, you've been thinking bad or poorly about others or yourself or doing crappy things, what you can do is, and I know this from personal experience because none of us are perfect and life is like this. Life is up and down. We go through periods of greatness and we go through falls. Up and down, that's life. So when you've been going through difficulty, and basically doing bad things to yourself and others, you can focus on your desire to come out from there. Desire is a funny thing and it's very powerful, and one of the funny things about it is that it can be very, very strong when you're at your lowest. And I mean strong in a good way when you're focused on coming out. It's like, can you imagine if you fall in a ditch and you can't climb out all of a sudden, and you're getting scared, all of a sudden, if you're kind of mentally capable, with a hope and a faith and belief, you can generate a strong desire to come out. And you're like, no, we got to do this. This has got to happen somehow, please, someone might pray, please, God, help me somehow. Let me get out. I really got to get out of here right now. So that desire can be really strong at our lowest point. So what I'm saying is, if your karma bank isn't that good and you've been kind of doing nasty things, quote unquote, or bad things, unhealthy things, you can still generate a desire to do better. And you are in a position to have a strong desire for that because you're kind of low because you've been doing low things, so you're low. So that low point provides you the opportunity to generate that strong desire to come back out. So if you feel like you don't have any good things in the karma bank, focus on generating a strong desire to come back. And my promise, and I don't make a lot of promises, but as I say in Spark the Flame, the book, um, we can always. Oh gosh, this is a very unclean version. Hold on one second. I have to dust a little more in my apartment. Um, as I say in the book, Spark the Flame, um, we can always come back from where we are. We can always recover. And let's see what page this is. Oh, I think it should be. Oh gosh, I haven't. Here we go. Page 50, 50. You can always change your course and recover. This is human blessing. The effort to recover from adversity and mistakes brings you growth and elicits assistance from life. So, yes, that's page 50 there. Spark the Flame. Fantastic book. Written for the masses. It is available for free, not the paperback version because it costs money to print this, but the online version is for free on the website. Okay. So, I think that's probably about all I'm going to say about coronavirus. God bless you all. But that will not be the end of this vlog, Spark the Flame session. I want to bring up something else very interesting. This year, I've been doing and focusing on lucid dreaming. What is lucid dreaming? Lucid dreaming is when you're asleep, when you're dreaming, and you realize that you're dreaming. So I may get into it a little more later. Excuse me. But this is one book I just bought this, but this guy's awesome. He has some videos, Robert Wagner. And here's another book that I'm also reading. I just bought these. I hope I finish. I rarely ever finish my books. I kind of like buy them and throw them in the closet, or not throw them. I have them in the bookshelf and just randomly open up a page all the time. I rarely finish my books from front to back because I'm always just bouncing around from thing to thing, interest to interest. Anyway, yeah, the Tibetan yogas of dream and sleep. This guy is a Buddhist Tibetan monk, something like that. Anyway, why am I so interested in lucid dreaming? Well, one thing is pretty cool. When you realize that you're awake, when you're in a dream, this is a spiritual practice. I mean, it can be used to kind of do whatever you want as a complete playground, basically. But these guys and a lot of other people on the planet use this as a place to, well, one word of it is called dream yoga. So what you're doing is you're either meditating in your dream. Well, first you have to become lucid. First you have to become aware that you're dreaming. Then you actually meditate in your dream, okay? Another practice, although it's all under the terminology of dream yoga, another practice is to start interacting with your dream and asking about what these dream figures are. Okay, actually, I think I'm going to cut it here. So, it was real blessing to talk to everybody. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for still loving Spark the Flame. We love you too. And God bless. God willing. See you soon.